That's a favorite. Can you put your arms through it? Does it have a pocket for your feet? Does it have a pocket for all your stuff? If you say, yeah, I have a blanket, but you don't have the other stuff, you need a Slanket. This is the original. It's big. It is 60 by 80, machine wash, tumble dry. Best part is, not only is it comfortable, it's less than $17. 5 easy payments, $3.39 each, H217205. It's soft, it's warm, but it's lightweight. And you know what, whether you want to sit outside and have a cup of coffee or whether you're relaxing on a Friday night, 2 nights in a row. I've been here 4 years, hadn't presented this thing ever, and now 2 nights in a row, Gary, Clegg and I get to hang out. Hello,
and last
friend.
night was 70 degrees and tonight is much colder.
I know.
And it was just this time of year when that happens when I created this.
Well, and a little shout out. You created this as a college student. And
Yes.
tell us why, because it's such a good story.
Well, it was one of those nights where it just became cold fast and the heat in my
Like
dorm
tonight.
room did not catch up to the weather. And so I was just totally cocooned in my blanket, but my remote control signal would not pass through the blanket. So I cut a hole in my blanket and then thought, 1 sleeve for my remote control arm. Wait, 2 sleeves so I can get some studying done, I guess. And my wonderful mom made the very first prototype, and here we are.
That's an awesome mom, by the way. H217205. You're in the patriotic.
Yes.
So a little red, white, and blue action right there. I've got it on in the gray camo. This is like deja vu all over again. This is exactly how we did it last night. By the way, this is that big kangaroo pocket. Like I said, you can fit like phones, you can fit remotes, you can fit snacks, you can probably even fit a small tablet in there. And then you've got these beautiful bell sleeves that you put your arms through, so then you can use said tablets. You can sit and drink your drink, eat your food, pet your pet, because the pet's probably gonna end up right there. We also have it for you in purple. It is available beyond that in what we are calling the cheetah. And then finally, we have it for you in the blue. $3.39 on Easy Pay. It's less than $17. Here's what I think. Pick up a couple of them. Even if you don't know who you're giving it to, this is one of those things everyone can use, but I have a quick update before we go further. Oh, say goodbye to the cheetah. The cheetah has sold out. So what are we down to? We are down to the blue. We are down to the purple. We're down to the gray camo and the patriotic. And Fran, you could have walked right in. Fran is our coordinating producer who works so hard on this show. He's like my guy, and I think he's awesome. And he was standing off camera to take the cheetah. So let's talk about really 60 by 80. This is big.
Yeah, this is gigantic. So I made the blanket for myself that Christmas break, and my mother asked me, what do you want? I said, I just want this giant blanket with sleeves, but I was using a throw in my college dorm as well, taking naps, and it was just never big enough. I would pull it up to my chin, my toes would pop out. I'd roll over, my back would be exposed. So first it was sleeves that were very large and loose, because I wanted to throw this on and off like a normal big blanket. But then the second thing that I needed the most was this gigantic size, because I didn't want to, I never want to be wanting for material.
Look at this. You could like play dress up for Halloween, even though that was yesterday, and like be a monster. So here's the beauty of it. It's an open back, so you basically take it on. You can put it all the way up, and you can kind of snuggle it up around your neck, or you can do it, a little off the shoulder if you want. You know, if you want to get a little like fan action in there. It's open in the back. Here you go.
It's open in the back, but plenty of material to wrap up like a little burrito.
Plenty of it. Like, look at how this is 60 by 80, and then I showed you the pocket in the front. Take a look at this. This is so you can keep your feet nice and toasty. You get that foot blanket. And look, I'm going down, just about to my elbow there. So this is how, on a cold night, you had a fire in the fireplace. Again, we went from like 50 degrees overnight to tonight's gonna be 30 something. This is how you watch TV. This is how you get up and you go run and get something to drink. This is how everybody gets their blanket. There's no fighting back and forth, but fully functional. And here's the thing I love about this. You know, you said this last night, you invented this really before tablets and smartphones and all of this.
Exactly.
You really did it just so you could read and use a remote control.
Video games, remote control, read books, laptop.
College in the 90s.
There it is.
That's how we rolled.
And popcorn and wine. But yeah, and then all these tablets and technology came at us in the subsequent years. and it just made the Slanket even more relevant. So there would be Christmases as these technologies were coming out, people would get a Slanket and a tablet, and it's the perfect combination.
Well, and if you want to double up and do that kind of idea, I like it because this is less than $17.
Yeah.
So this is probably the more affordable end of that gift. Patriotic. I've got it on in the gray camo. We also have it now in the purple, and we have it for you in the blue. So these are our two solids. And I'll move this one on over so it's easier to get them all. It's 100% polyester. It's a light, fluffy feel. So I'm guessing we're not going to use any dryer sheets. We're not going to dry this on hot, just dry it on low, right?
Dry it on low, machine washable, and yeah, the original Slanket, for some people who know, was a different material. So over the years I was trying to perfect the Slanket, and this was the updated material because the Slanket's so large I didn't want it to feel weighty.
Got it.
So
No,
it's still thick but very lightweight.
It's light and airy and drapey, and you know, this is a great, I think, message. When college kids come home and say, you know, I had an idea, embrace it, because look at this. You've been here for what, 10 years?
Yes.
And the Slanket's been around for how long?
Since 2006. I created it in 1998, but
Okay.
we didn't start the company until much
Got it.
later.
But this is where, I call it a happy accident.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you couldn't get the remote to work through a blanket, and all of a sudden, you've got a business. It's less than $17.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about anybody's size. And basically, if you know anybody, little kid up to, you know, retiree, if you know somebody who loves to just snuggle up and who doesn't, it's Friday night, it's been a nutty week, maybe you're still coming down off the sugar from Halloween, maybe like myself, power is an issue, maybe you are the person who's out there working 24/7, cutting down the trees that fell last night, trying to get our power repaired. How awesome will it be when you finally come home? First of all, thank you if you're the ones doing that. But when to finally come home and put your feet up and just snuggle up, and how awesome to be able to gift that opportunity to somebody.
Yeah, it's amazing because I was a 17-year-old simple boy in a simple situation, just trying to be warm. And little did I know I was creating something that people use in all different parts of their life.
So great.
And something, like you said, for children, because my nephews ended up loving the Slanket, and they're playing video games, all the way to the older people in my family. And there's very few things that everyone can use, both male and female, and every age. And so the Slanket is one of those items. It's just a universal thing to want to be cozy and warm.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
H217205, it's less than $17. Easy Pay's less than $4. Patriotic, camo gray, purple, and we have blue. And by the way, I want to remind you, 60 by 80.
Yeah.
So you speaking of nephews, I think of my nephews, they have bunk beds. Like, this is totally tentable. You are totally fort building with this, like they're gonna get under. And then when they sit and they watch their movies, then they can each, for less than 17 bucks, have their own blanket.
It's beautiful.
Perfect. Okay, if you'd like the blue, we have fewer than 250 left to go around. We have it in the purple. I've got the camo gray on. Very, very, very trendy, very popular. That one's been popular tonight. And then we also have it for you in the patriotic.
Yeah.
Awesome, year-round, individual gift, fully functional, extremely comfortable. 300 have been picked up. Get that clearance price and that easy pay. Pick up a couple of them. H217205. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, if you liked the furniture that I was sitting on, those were furniture covers by our friends at Palato, and they're coming up a little bit later.